A-10c Warthog. We're going to get a little bit of help from Snuggles the bear in taking off and having all my Mavericks and stuff set. Let's do it. Basically, Snuggles, we're just going to get me off the ground and do the Mavericks again. Make sure I got everything set up. Make sure I can say it to you and make sure I got it all working out right. How's that sound?
Okay. Best I can actually do, yes.
Because you can't. You said something about them bombs and stuff. They still got to come out with the other patch for them to work properly, right?
CBU 97s, yes. I mean, you can still drop them, but they're not going to kill anything. Unless you're dropping them on trucks.
Which wouldn't make sense to do. So what did we do
Well,
here? Did you end up starting a server, did you?
I'm just coming back, but yeah, we'll be starting.
Okie dokie.
And of course, we'll use the official password of the U.S. Olympics, as good old hit said.
Oh, yes. That'll be the password. I know it well.
Can see helping hand.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Well, now that I'm back and I got inside my multiplayer and got my track IR scrolling around, I can hit my left Windows key and my home to get mine going. I think it actually defaults as right window key in home, but I changed mine to match up with Black Shark.
Smart thing to do with a game like this that keeps switching everything around.
Yeah. Because you get confused when you're going from one to another to the other. Now, as this is spinning up, I gotta wait for things to light up before I can hit any kind of switches here, huh?
Probably about the best idea.
Well, then we will wait. Okay, so once you hit the right Windows key in home, do the automatic system instead of remembering all them little switches, everything takes about 4 minutes to come up, and when it all gets up, the canopy actually closes on its own. You just about know that everything's set, right? A little map comes up.
Yeah.
At this point, before you take off, what are all the other extra buttons that the auto sequence did not perform that you usually tell me to perform?
Well, you're going to want your countermeasure set to either semi or auto for a rotary knob.
Okay,
Then
so
all the
now,
switches in
now
the middle position.
if I can't see, I just use on my numpad. I use the star or the slash, and that'll let me scroll in and scroll out, right? And that's this. You said put it on what mode? Semi mode?
Semi or auto, your choice.
Uh, what did you tell me before is the difference with semi? You end up pressing it yourself.
Semi, you have to release the actual flare and shaft yourself,
Okay.
and turn on the jammer yourself also.
Okay. But you said you can do that better than they can. The auto does it. Is that correct?
Well, the auto will dump everything out as soon as it actually sees that there is a threat. So basically, once a missile is launched, whether it's friend or foe, it'll actually start dispensing your flare and chaff automatically.
Them four switches right next to that semi and auto mode. Am I supposed to touch them in any way or just leave right in the middle?
They're supposed to be right in the middle.
Okay. Alright, so I got them set. Then there was something else we do. After the flares, do you hit them four switches up for your guns control or master arm?
Yeah, gun pack, master arm, and laser on, and then turn targeting pod on.
Alright, so them four go up. Alright, now we got the map on the left, we got a bunch of junk on the right, we got our HUD up. I can start my Mavs now, right?
Yes, you can start them now.
Start them cooking. Because they take, what, 3 minutes? Is that correct?
3 minutes.
So I come over here and I look at my Mavs and I press that and I press the on up there and there's my timer starting to cook down. And when it goes up to 4 minutes, then that screen will come on.
3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah, I said 4 then. Alright, then over on this other side, I'm go to TGP. and it says not timed or timed out. What else do I do there? Go to air to ground, right?
Yeah, but you gotta wait for that screen to be black.
Okay, and that takes how long for that one to pop up?
I don't have any idea how long it takes. Less than 3 minutes. I'll probably give it like a minute and a half.
Okay. What else can I do while I'm sitting here on the ground waiting?
Oh, you can set your flaps to intermediate position for takeoff.
There's flaps in that corner there. And you go down.
Glasses are all clean.
Okay, what did you say? Put your flaps at 20?
Intermediate, they'll be at 10.
10. Okay, so we go flaps at 10 for takeoff. And yep, they are at 10. Now my MAV screen came on my right side in that meantime, and my TGP is black on my left side.
Yeah, you can select air to ground on that.
So now with that, I will go to air to ground, which is the second from the top. And that popped.
All right. Now while we're here, you might want to engage the nose wheel steering also.
Nose wheel steering.
All right.
Wheel steering is just going to be a button, and I just have it mapped out. Okay.
Yep, and you should see it says steering engaged on top part of your dashboard on the left-hand side, right above like the it's like a little radar thing.
Steering engaged. Yeah, I see it.
All right. Okay. Well, while we're here, there's one more thing that you need to do. Well, two more things.
Steering disengaged. Steering engaged. Let me see that again. Close up. Steering's engaged. Steering disengaged. Steering engaged. Okay. And that's for my nose wheel, where I can turn it or not turn it. Okay.
All right. On the right-hand side over here, see a big white knob, and right below it would be like a little gauge.
The big white knob, and right below it's a little gauge.
Yeah, it says cabin in it.
Cabin air?
That'd be the correct area, yes. All right. There'll be a toggle switch to the left that looks like a big square on it. That's your pitot heat. You'll want that turned on before you take off.
Toggle switch. Okay. Pitot heat, right? Okay.
Yep, has that big square knob on it.
Roger. You don't want that on. Okay.
You want that on when you take off. All right, and the switch right below that says temp, press, normal. You want to have that switch in a forward position, so when you are above 10,000 feet, your aircraft will be pressurized.
Forward position. Roger.
All right. I guess we'll take off to the runway now.
So even with the auto mode, you still have to do them couple little things right there, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't have to make anything soy yet or anything, which screen's active or any of that.
No.
Okay. All right then. I guess we will take off to the runway. So there I am lined up on the runway.
While you're lined up on the runway, what we will probably want to do is actually select your nav lights and put them in the steady position.
Select my nav lights and put them in the steady position. Is there a switch I could see on my...
Yes, there is. It's on the right-hand side. It is... and the last switch we hit be the next toggle switch down. It says position, flash, off, and steady. You want to put that to steady.
Single, I don't think I see this. From the last switch we hit, the one below it says medium, low.
That's a rotary. Next one down.
Position,
toggle.
flash, off, and steady.
Yep, put it to steady.
Click it to steady.
All right. Now, also, you'll notice that there's a dial to the right of that. I generally put that on full bright. That is your formation lights. There are green strips on the side of the airplane.
Roger.
We're pretty much ready to go.